My name is Abimbola Olumi and we're here for another Giggle and Learn session. And today we'll be looking at the formation of number 6. Number 6. And the 2 fingers start on the dot. Curve. Continuous. Curve. Don't forget, initially we have talked about the curve at the top, at the bottom, on the right and left side. So it's all put together that forms number 6. Start on the dot. Curve. Again, start on the dot. Curve. And then we take the cutout stencil, start on the dot. Curve. Ensure that the child runs the finger at the edge here, just to make sure that the child follows the pattern that is the cutout stencil here. So this is what I mean. Start on the dot. Curve. Did you see? Making sure my finger is going towards the edge of the stencil. Start on the dot. Curve. 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 If the child keeps the finger here, then it will form the 6 properly. We use the stencil in the sand tray as well. This paper here can be stuck or glued to the child's book just to show what they have done. It will also be pinned to the board just to show how creative the child has been. So we'll pick the sand tray. Start on the dot. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. Now, after doing this, let the child use the sand tray also without the stencil. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. This requires a lot of practice, and ensure that the child says the pattern, the formation while writing. This is a multi-sensory way of learning. The child is using the finger, the child is talking, the child is saying. Using the senses all put together helps concentration. So now we have other materials here to help and reinforce what we have taught using the numeral, sandpaper numeral and the stencil. Start on the dot. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. Start on the dot. Curve. And just like I said, always think of creating fun. Anytime you are teaching the child, always think of fun way to teach that particular concept. This is something that we encourage them to want to learn at all times. Don't make it boring at all. Don't make it boring at all. So, this is another stencil for the formation of number 6. Start on the dot and then go curve and then stop here. Start on the dot, curve. Start on the dot, curve. Still have the stencil here. Start on the dot, curve. See that? Start on the dot, curve. Making sure the child is writing by the edge of the cutout stencil. Tracing the dotted lines also is needed to ensure that the child follows the pattern and remembers the pattern to follow. Start on the dot, curve. Start on the dot, curve. The freehand board for the child is next. This is something that we will give the child just to see if the child can remember what has been done at all. It does not matter if the child forms this way, if the child forms this way. All you want to see is, does the child remember the movement of the hand? You can then begin to control or correct the child with respect to how tilted it is to the right or to the left. So start on the dot, curve. And if the child likes, pick it as big as the child would love. So this is about it. Thank you very much, and Hope to see you in the next class. Hope you enjoyed this class. Thank you.